Moneyless Society this morning made a really good post about how we can learn to communicate with each other about like different ideas and how to like realize that we're really, even though we can be politically divided, we're really on the. We really need to learn we're on the same side, um, and how to share ideas so that it doesn't always become confrontational. Because I think at our root, like I have this belief that if you go behind what you think are enemy lines, and if you actually look like what the other side is saying to each other when they're not fighting us, or they're not fighting you, or you're not fighting whatever, you'll see that they're all kind of saying the same things. Like the other side, I'm sure their heart's in the right place, but they just don't understand. And you're like, oh, yeah, that sounds like us talking, So I thought I'd get in as an little old man. I thought I'd get in my big comfy chair here and tell you a story. When I was much younger, um, I had two incidences that happened with the subject of music. One was um, a person told me that all the music you listen to is shit. So I'm going to make you a tape of music you should be listening to. And that tape didn't make it home that day. That tape, I threw it against a wall and broke it, which I feel kind of bad about, but that's what happened. The other person, I was at work, and they put a CD in front of me and said, "You might like that," and walked away. That CD became one of my favorite artists, which was Rufus Wainwright, by the way. And do you see the difference? Both people were trying to accomplish the same thing with me. One was, the other one was, "Have a listen to that." Same, wanting the same result, but two very different ways of approaching it, right? And I put it to you that that's exactly the thing. You're never, ever, ever going to teach your enemy listen, and they're going to go, "Oh, maybe he's right." That doesn't work. It's never going to work. Like we've seen this in all kinds of conflict, from families to much more macro situations, and we know it doesn't work. So that's why I'm getting less and less into like battling trolls in the comments, because it's just, I don't have the time for it. Today's because the long weekend today's a little bit more time, but I just don't think it does you any favors. I just don't, like, you can if you want to. I'm not saying you shouldn't, but I really do believe that putting the content before somebody and saying, "There, have a look at that," is just more worth your time. So, but just anything where we can learn to respect the other person in the conversation, because, like, there's a reason that the other side, whichever side you're on, are coming at it from their way. There's a reason. It's not they're stupid. It's not, some other brain deficiency. There's a reason, There's a reason. That reason could be fear, change, like there's been so much change and most of it's been negative. Like, and then you're coming along saying, "Hey, I got this new idea for some change," and they're going, "Ah," So yeah, I'll just leave that with you.